What's poppin'? Welcome back to the station. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all know who it is, your boy Ray G. You can find me on X at Ray GQ. Let's talk ball. Yesterday, I dropped a 2-round NFL mock draft right here on the channel, trying to get ahead of everything for you. Week 18 was over. We had the college football playoff games take place, so we needed to talk about changes, different positions, what players are rising, what players are falling. And as soon as I posted the damn video, we had Jonathan Gannon of the Arizona Cardinals, head coach, get fired. We saw Pete Carroll get fired from the Raiders, cleaning house across the board. Brian Flores looking like the potential replacement in Las Vegas. We had changes. So make sure you check out the mock. There was some good conversation here. Going 2 rounds deep, you really see how deep the class is at certain positions. But when I got up today, we had my boy, Jordan Reid from ESPN. He dropped a round 1 2026 mock. So what I want to do today is get you in and out. Let's look at the picks, look at the players, see if there are any new names that Jordan Reid, one of the best analysts in the space, one of the best draft minds in the space, what's he thinking, what's he seeing, what's he hearing, what's he talking about in relation to some of the things that we continue to talk about on this channel. So I appreciate you tapping in. I appreciate you giving me some of your time. Y'all know what it is, baby. Support the channel, help me grow, hit the thumbs up button, like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. We're going to go through a Jordan Reid's first round 2026 mock over on ESPN, baby. Let's talk ball. Let's get it. All right, here we go. We've got the mock draft board pulled up. This is Jordan Reid, 1-round mock. And we're going to talk through everything, things that we've seen, things that we've heard. Let's get into it right now. Fernando Mendoza, number 1 overall. Mendoza to the Raiders. That feels like a foregone conclusion at this point. Fernando Mendoza absolutely is going to be the quarterback of the Raiders. I don't know who the head coach is going to be. Tom Brady's in the building. No DC. We got no OC, but that's going to be the pick. The Raiders take Mendoza, and I'm just letting y'all know. Raiders fans, the intrigue and the fun that we're going to have with rebuilding this franchise, getting Vegas back to the promised land. Listen, that's my hometown, baby. I grew up Cheyenne High School, class of 04 in Las Vegas. I want nothing more than to see these Raiders be good. Get you a quarterback. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be chalky. It's going to be boring, but that's going to be the pick for the Raiders throughout the entire mock draft process. I don't give a damn what McShay said. It could be Dante Moore. No. The number 1 overall pick, the top-rated quarterback, Fernando Mendoza, that is who it's going to be. Down the board for Jordan Reid, you got Dante Moore at number 2. That's what we've talked about. The question on should Moore come out versus will he come out, they're 2 different damn questions. Should he come out? We'll see how he plays. Some people say yes. Some people say he should go back. Will he come out? If he's getting that type of grade, if he's going to make that type of money, I don't know how he goes back. Let's see how it plays out. We got a dope game this weekend. Let's see how he looks head up against the number 1 overall pick, Indiana. That's going to be a damn game. Tap into it. Oregon versus Indiana. The Jets take Dante Moore. Let's keep talking ball. Moving down the board. Here we go. The first big shakeup. The first big change in damn near every mock that I've seen, every mock that I've done is right here. Francis Mauigoa, the offensive tackle, from Miami. And I talked specifically with JRich about this during the weekend. Say, hey, man, what do you think? Is he going to stay at the tackle spot, or is this a player that's going to have to kick inside? Reese said, listen, man, I think he's probably better suited on the inside, but I can't blame any team that says you're going to stick at right tackle. I know Jordan Reid, very high on him. This is the first big shakeup because we have not seen an offensive lineman really mocked inside of the top 10 throughout this early process in 2026. He looked outstanding versus Ohio State. Sonny Styles, Arvel, Reese, Caden, McDonald. That great defense. Mauigoa was incredible. So Arizona, new head coach in the building. I had them taking Jeremiah Love. Fun pick. Yes, I think Cardinals fans like that. The shock value, fantasy football. But the reality with the new head coach, it's probably going to be an important position like the trenches on either side of the ball. Arizona goes Francis Mauigoa out of Miami at 3. Love the pick. At 4, he still has Arvel Reese at 4. Arvel Reese sitting at 4, edge rusher linebacker out of Ohio State. A lot of people feeling a certain type of way about Reese right now. He's a good player. He's a talented player. I don't think he's a top 5 pick type of player. I would much rather have Reuben Bain as a Tennessee Titan than Arvel Reese, but still here at 4. Reese is coming in at 4. At 5. All right. So this is something I want to talk about as well. In my last mock, I had Caleb Downs going there for all types of reasons. Quarterback on the defensive side of the ball, one of the best safety prospects we've seen in a long time. But also, after the mock dropped yesterday, make sure you check out the mock on the channel, 2-round mock. Malik Nabers, the interview of him in the locker room saying, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be ready for week 1. Malik Nabers talking with Jameis Winston, why is this happening to me? This just feels like a spot where the Giants could walk into training camp and Wan'Dale Robinson is a free agent. He's somewhere else. Malik Nabers not 100% ready. You can't go into next season with this young quarterback, brand new head coach with Darius Slayton and Isaiah Hodgins leading the way with Theo Johnson. They're going to have to do something. Tate is not my top-rated wide receiver. I've got Jordan Tyson as my WR1 in this class. Maybe this fits Malik Nabers and complements him a little bit better with Jackson Dart. Either way, after hearing the comments from Nabers, feeling the vibe and the sentiment, it does feel like the Giants taking a pass catcher here at 5, it feels likely. Now, we get the NFL free agency period before the draft, so we'll know. We'll know if the Giants say, hey, we want to bring in this guy. We're going to bring Wan'Dale back. Maybe that changes the outcome, changes the math, the equation. But right here, they take a wide receiver at 5. No complaint there. The Cleveland Browns take my wide receiver 1, Jordan Tyson, at 6. I had them taking Carnell Tate in my mock at 6. So we're in lockstep right here with Cleveland. Again, could they be a team that takes a tackle? If Francis doesn't go 3, could Cleveland go tackle? Could they go defensive back? Could they go line? They got Schlesinger, so probably not linebacker. They got a running back, Judkins, so probably not that. Take a receiver. Let's keep it pushing. Jordan Tyson is a stud. Love Jordan Tyson. At 7, the Commanders. I've had some fun with the Commanders over the past couple of weeks. I think in the last mock I gave him David Bailey, and Jordan Reid gave him David Bailey as well. I did give them Jeremiah Love 2 mocks ago. That would be a fun spot to put Jeremiah Love with Jaden Daniels. But edge rusher, Dan Quinn, they need to get after the quarterback. They've got a very competitive NFC East. Those 3 quarterbacks between Hurts, Jackson Dart, Dak Prescott, you better get some damn pressure on them or it could be a problem. David Bailey, outstanding, not flashy, but this is a damn good player. Good pick right here for Reid and the Commanders. At 8, Saints fans, get ready. Get ready, New Orleans Saints fans. Woo! You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Jeremiah Love, running back out of Notre Dame, pairing up with Tyler Shuck, Chris Olave, and head coach Kellen Moore. Saints get a big-time running back at 8. A lot of people excited about this Saints team, what they can be in 2026. Hey, you need to put assets around Tyler Shuck, get one of the best players in the draft. Jeremiah Love, RB1, no doubt about it, going to the Saints at 8. At 9, Kansas City's on the clock. What do they do? I saw somebody put a mock that took Sadiq at 9. I'm like, no, you don't take Kenyon Sadiq that high. You attack the defensive line, and I think Chiefs fans are going to blow a load right here. They're going to love it. They are absolutely going to love the pick of Reuben Bain next to Chris Jones. Hey, man, let's go. Let's go. I love it. I think it's a great fit, great pick. This is a need. This is a need. He can play, you see it right here, capable of playing 0 to 9 technique. He can play all across the defensive front. You pair him up with Karlaftis. You pair him up with Chris Jones. You've got your other rotational pieces. Come on, man. Come on. Trenches. Kansas City will attack offense in round 2, as I did in my last mock where I took the tight end in round 2 for Kansas City, not here at pick 9. Reuben Bain going to KC at 9. And my goodness, I love these 3 picks here. 4 picks, Bailey, Love, Bain, and this one right here from Cincinnati, Caleb Downs. They need a safety in the worst way. They had somebody out there, number 27. What's his name for Cincinnati? 27? Battle? Them jokers out there missing tackles left and right in the open field. Improve that. Caleb Downs does that. He is absolutely worthy of a top 10 pick, even though safeties historically you don't take them high, right? Top 5, shit like that. Caleb Downs, absolutely worth it with Cincinnati. So top 10 for Reid. I got no strife, man. Arvel Reese, a little bit. I'll ask JRich about Reese, but other than that, I think this top 10 is solid. We will see, though, with Dante Moore. I think there's still a lot of people out there with the Jets. And as the time I'm recording this, I need to go check. I think the Jets still have Aaron Glenn and Tanner Esterling or Estran, whatever his name is, as the offensive coordinator. We'll see if he actually declares when it's all said and done. Let's speed it up a little bit. Miami goes offensive tackle Spencer Fano out of Utah, so another tackle inside the top 15. That's 2 offensive linemen inside the top 15. Maybe you have to adjust that a little bit moving forward. Dallas Cowboys, Sonny Styles. There it is, linebacker. It is a position of need for Dallas. That's the pick. Come on, boys. Get it done. Sonny Styles out of Ohio State to the Dallas Cowboys. 13. Love it. Makai Lemon. I've given them Manzor Delane, cornerback. Reed said, hey, we're getting Stafford weapons. 38. You put him in right here alongside Devontae Adams, a little banged up, Puka Nacua. He gets a lot of abuse, and you've got an outstanding compliment to those two. At least one Hall of Famer and another one is playing like in a couple of years he wants to be on that path. In Puka Nacua, you drop him in there, let him learn from Devontae for another year. Let him tutor behind Puka Nacua. Once Adams transitions out, you can have a seamless number 2 option next to Puka Nacua for whomever is playing quarterback. I love Makai Lemon. That is my personal. Let me tell you right now. My wide receiver 2 in the class is not Carnell Tate. It's Makai Lemon out of USC. Love the fit in Los Angeles. Baltimore goes Peter Woods, a pick that we've talked about, and I've mocked him to the Ravens quite a bit, especially what's happening with Baltimore's offensive front, the neck injury of Matabuke, and then you've got old John Jenkins out there. Tampa Bay at 15. Bucs fans, they like the selections that I made on the mock yesterday. Again, if you weren't here and you weren't able to check out that mock 2-round NFL mock draft, dropped on the channel yesterday. Go check it out. Tell me what you think about that joint. Comment below at the next video. I always go through the comments at the end of the video. Tampa Bay goes Keldrick Falk, edge rusher out of Auburn. They've got to get pressure, got to get pressure. Keldrick Falk will do that with the coaching staff still in place. For the second of their first-round picks, the Jets take Caden McDonald, defensive tackle out of Ohio State. All right, so they go Dante Moore, and then they go to attack the trenches. Losing Quinn Williams, I totally get it. I get it. I believe I had them taking Jermon McCoy in my mock defensive back. A lot of Jets fans said safety position of need, so maybe that's something I look at here in the future 2-round mock draft, safety for the Jets. But Caden McDonald, big-time player in the D-line. There are some people that say, outside of Caleb Downs, this is the best defender in the class from Ohio State. Not Sonny Styles, not Arvel Reese, it's Caden McDonald. So Jets upgrade their trenches. They beef up front with the Ohio State DT. The Detroit Lions, I think this is the pick that I had for them. I think I took an offensive lineman for the Detroit Lions and Caleb Lomu, the second Utah tackle, coming off of the board right here. Right tackle play primarily. We know he's not going to do that. Not going to do that with Penei Sewell on the right, but I think at his size, 6'6", 304, he can absolutely move to that left side, and that is what Jordan Reid is saying as well. Vikings here at 18. The PFF mock draft simulator says they need all kinds of shit. Defensive back. I thought it was safety when they say DB because they say cornerback. O-line, Will Fries, they paid him a bunch of money. Donovan Jackson, can they go running back right here? They go corner. Manzor Delane out of LSU. Good pick by Minnesota. At 19, the Carolina Panthers, and these are based on ESPN's football power rankings. So those first 18 picks, those are the non-playoff teams. These next few picks, these teams are in the playoffs, so things are scheduled to change, obviously, as we go through the playoffs. At 19, he's got the Carolina Panthers going Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon. I like that. I like JT Sanders. Tommy Trimble's fine. Mitchell Evans is fine. If you can upgrade with Kenyon Sadiq, don't mind it at all. Chicago Bears, one of the most opportunistic defenses in the NFL. They go edge. Cassius Howell out of Texas A&M. Smaller player, 6'2", 248, but man, he's got some dog in him. Physical, relentless. If you get hands on him, it could be a problem in the run game, but if you just need somebody to get after the quarterback, Cassius Howell can get it done. 21, this is a pick that I've made mocks in the past. They absolutely need another wide receiver. We know it. They're in the playoffs, and I actually think they get a dub this weekend. I'm talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers here at 21, taking Casey Concepcion, wide receiver out of Texas A&M. I think this would be a great fit. I had him going at the top of the second round to the Jets in my mock with the first pick in round 2. That's like a spot where receivers historically get picked at the top of round 2. T. Higgins, Michael Pittman, 2 of recent memory that come to mind. Luther Burden was picked quite early, also at the top of round 2 in the draft last year. Casey Concepcion, very talented. He's going to give you some playmaking ability in the special teams department. And man, you talk about winning quickly. You get Aaron Rodgers, this kid with DK Metcalf. That is a compliment. And I think he can grow into a wide receiver 1 in Pittsburgh. The Chargers take maybe one of the more controversial picks in this mock draft, Caden Proctor. A lot of people love the physical gifts, 6'7", 333. We know they've got Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, but man, when those two went out this year, it's a completely different Charger squad. They're getting cats off the waiver wire, right? Just come out here and try to play tackle for us. Let's get a swing tackle. Let's get somebody that maybe can slide into the inside, and they have this big Makai Becton level offensive guard on the inside. If anybody can get the most out of him, Harbaugh and this offense, Caden Proctor, help protect Justin Herbert. I get it. I understand it. We'll see if the player matches up, the production matches up to the potential of the prospect, right? Production, potential, repeat. Let's move on to 23. I was the first person to mock this, and now everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it because it makes too much damn sense. San Francisco and Denzel Boston. This receiver, of all the receivers that I think would fit, San Francisco, Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan, that would realistically be here. Yes, if Carnell Tate was there. Yes, if Jordan Tyson. Denzel Boston. The size, the pedigree, Juwan Jennings gone. You've got Mr. Glass and Ricky Pearsall. Go get you somebody physical that can win down the field and in the short game. Pairs well with Brock Purdy. Love Denzel Boston and the fit to the Niners. At 24, the Buffalo Bills go C.J. Allen, linebacker out of Georgia. So beefing up that defensive side of the ball. Dallas at 25, they take the shot on Jermon McCoy, who did not play last year because of the ACL tear. And I'll just say this, Cowboys fans, y'all know it like I know it. Death taxes and the Dallas Cowboys drafting a player coming off of an ACL tear, drop foot injury, torn Achilles, broken back. Dallas does it. As sure as the sun rises in the morning, the Dallas Cowboys will draft an injured player. Jermon McCoy, a lot of people say this is the cornerback 1 in this class by far, had he not suffered that injury. No Trayvon Diggs. Deron Bland banged up all year. Siobhan Revel didn't look great. They need to do something in the secondary. I think the corner class is deep enough to where they can forego this here. But if he's truly a top 10 talent that has slid down due to medicals, and the medicals are clear, hell, let's ride, baby. Let's ride. Jermon McCoy, cornerback out of Tennessee, goes to Dallas. Another corner goes off the board to the NFC East as well. Brandon Cisse out of South Carolina pairing up with Quinn Mitchell. Let's go. That's nice for Philadelphia. Again, I don't know if that's their biggest position of need, but this is a great cornerback, SEC experience. They dived back into that SEC pool. They found great success in the SEC of late. Here you go right now. Brandon Cisse to Philadelphia, pairing up with Quinn Mitchell. At 27, the Houston Texans, I thought they'd go O-line. They go D-tackle. Amari Washington out of Oregon, big D-tackle. You pair him up next to Hunter and Will Anderson. Let's go. Back half is good with Lassiter, with Petrie, with Derek Stingley, one of the best corners in the league. There you go. Beef up the offensive line. D'Amico Ryans does it again. Cleveland on the clock for their second of their first-round picks, and they go guard. Love it. Go O-line. Go O-line. Protect your quarterback. Vega Ione, the road grading offensive lineman, interior lineman out of Penn State. I thought this might have been the pick for Houston, but Cleveland gets him. Upgrade their offensive line. Their offensive line has been wrecked this year. Whoever's playing quarterback, you got to protect them. New England at 29. They need to get after the quarterback with Mateo Uyangale, edge rusher out of Oregon. Goes to the New England Patriots with Mike Vrabel to help improve that defense. The Rams did address corner. Okay. I talked about me taking a cornerback in my mock for the Rams. Reid did it. Avion Terrell. I know he likes Terrell. Very opportunistic with forcing fumbles. 8 forced fumbles in his career. His brother is a starter in Atlanta. He's got NFL pedigree, and this is a good pick by the Rams. They need defensive back. The Broncos go linebacker. Jake Galladay out of Cincinnati. Here we go. 3 inside linebackers coming off of the board here in the first round of Reid's mock. Out of Cincinnati, Denver goes linebacker. And then with the last pick, the Seattle Seahawks, they just continue to add to a strength. Strong on strong, strength on strength. They go Colton Hood, cornerback out of Tennessee. They just continue to add to a defense that is already incredible, insane, ridiculous. There you go. Round 1. 1 running back. We had, 5 receivers in round 1, 1 tight end. We had a couple of offensive tackles, but a lot of defense in this class. A lot of corners. The cornerback class is good. A lot of defensive linemen, edge rushers. We didn't even get into some of the edge rushers that are still available here down the line. This is Jordan Reid from ESPN, his round 1 mock draft that just released a few hours ago this morning. So make sure you support my good friend, my brother. He does a lot of good work over on ESPN. Appreciate y'all tapping into this video right here. And as I said earlier, if you missed the mock draft that I dropped yesterday, 2-round mock, check that out on the channel right now. 2-round 2026 mock draft. You can subscribe to the podcast feed, Let's Talk Ball with Ray GQ. That way, if you can't make it here to the channel, you just catch it wherever you're at, on the train, on the plane, in the car. Doesn't matter. I appreciate y'all being here, giving me some of your time today. 20 minutes. We're in and out, reviewing Jordan Reid's round 1 mock. Much love. Hit the thumbs up button, like, comment, subscribe. I got more draft content coming this week, all damn season long. We're talking ball, baby. Much love. Appreciate you, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.